Hi, guys. Today is Thursday, April 23rd, and it is day 20 of our packet. It is also Thankful Thursday, so please take a couple minutes and think about what you're thankful for today and share it with somebody at your house, your parents, a sibling, a friend, and just think about what we are thankful for during these crazy times right now. Looking at our overview for today for reading, you're going to be reading a text called Powerful Words and answering 6 questions. In writing, you are going to be revising that informational piece that you worked on yesterday. In math, you're going to continue working on that sheet on multiplication and division fluency. And in science, you get to design your own ecosystem today. So, those of you that like to be a little creative and enjoy science, today is a great day for you. So, looking at reading first, this is a article on Abraham Lincoln, and you're going to be reading it. It is just one page, and then the next page is where you'll be answering those 6 questions. They are multiple choice until you get to the bottom one that says the Battle of Gettysburg and the Gettysburg Address were key events during the Civil War. Explain why each one was important. Use details from the article to support your answer. You all learned about the Civil War in 4th grade history or social studies, so you should already have some background information on this, but make sure you use details right from the text. If you would like to quote from the text, that is fine. Make sure you use quotations to show that you are using the author's words and not your own. All right, for writing, yesterday you wrote an informational piece about a topic that you chose. We did this earlier in the year when we did our feature articles, and now you're picking a different topic that you know a lot about and are interested in, and you wrote your entire first draft yesterday. Now, today starts that editing and revising process. We're going to start by focusing on elaboration and craft. You need to think about the details that someone would need to know in order to learn about your topic. So if you're writing about baseball, maybe you think it's obvious how to throw a baseball, but someone who's never done it before is going to need some really thorough instructions. So make sure you've included all the details and information that that person would need to understand the topic that you chose. Make sure you elaborate, meaning you're adding more to each section in your writing. And think about what things are most important to teach your reader about your topic. If you go through this checklist, each section is very specific as to what you need to include in your writing. The point of using the checklist is to realize, oh, I left this out. I need to go add this in. So make sure you're reading the checklist very closely and including everything that it tells you to include. If you have questions on this, please let me know. If you would like me to send you your first informational piece that we did earlier in the school year so you can kind of reference that and look at it, let me know. I'm happy to email that to you or your parents too. All right, you are continuing to work on this sheet in math. You are in the multiplication and division fluency, and when you're done with that, you can move on to the addition and subtraction of decimals. Remember, when you're adding and subtracting decimals, you just move the decimal straight down. There's no scooping of decimals when you're adding or subtracting. And finally, we are back on the science side, and today you get to design your own ecosystem. So you are going to use this blank sheet right here to do all of the things that are on here. So you get to pick an ecosystem. Here's examples of some that you might choose from. And then you're going to draw your ecosystem on that paper. You have the option of making a 3D model, kind of like you did with the ocean floor project, if you would like, but you do not have to. And then you need to make sure you do have all of these things included. So it needs to be colored and take up the whole paper. It needs to include at least one food chain of animals. You need to have multiple plants and animals. You need to have an herbivore, a carnivore, and an omnivore. If you forgot what those things are, down here it explains what those things are. Make sure you have at least 3 abiotic factors, also explained down here. When you are including these things, make sure you have them labeled so it's very clear that, oh, this animal is an herbivore or this thing is non-living. That means it's an abiotic factor. So make sure you have all of those things on this paper, or if you're making a real model, make sure that's in your model too. If you are making a real model, you are welcome to send me pictures. If not, I'll just check it out later. But I hope you have a great Thursday. I will see you tomorrow for our Fun Friday class Zoom with our special guest or guests. Might have more than one, so you have to wait and see. Let me know if I can help you in any way, and I'm loving our check-ins. See y'all later. Bye.